made it here today. We didn't miss a turn off.
So, we are back on the Nullarbor. Before we go any further, let's rewind a little to see how we got to this point. We actually ended up leaving Exmouth and made the decision to begin our trek home. We'll talk a little bit more at the end of the video about why we left and what's next for us. Kind of at the end of our limit with living in the van, which was such a shame. But for now, we'll get back to our journey home. The first stop was Boolarra Station, a farm stay about an hour south of Exmouth. Boolarra is the home of the bucket shower and the best scones in the world. We could definitely see what all the hype was about for this awesome farm stay.
We then spent 2 days driving back to Perth for a quick pit stop and visit to Rottnest Island to catch up with some of the locals. After Rotto, it was time to hit the Nullarbor for the second time. We were prepared with lots of audiobooks, podcasts, and new music to keep us going for the next 3,500 kilometres back to Victoria.
Whoa!
I wanted to climb into the car.
It looks like a piece of bark.
I know. Look at it run. It runs on two legs.
Oh my gosh.
So weird.
Whoa!
So, we are back on the Nullarbor. We decided to head home. We decided to sort of call the end of our trip, and we left Exmouth about a week and a half ago, and we stopped in at Perth, and we've been back on the road driving home for the last 2 days. So yeah, we're going to talk a little bit more about it once we get home, which you'll see a little bit later in the video. But yeah, it's sort of a bit sad and exciting for us. We're finishing our trip, but we're really excited for what's to come. We're definitely not going to stop making videos, that's for sure. At the moment, there's absolutely not a soul in sight. It's really beautiful. It's only like 5 o'clock and the sun's about to set. It's weird setting so early. And yeah, we're about halfway. The South Australia border is just over there. So we're camped right near the water. We can't get down to the water. Oh, kettle's boiled. We can't get down to the water. We just went and checked the track, but it's very sandy, and I don't think it would be a smart idea to try and head down a real sandy track when there's no one around in the middle of the Nullarbor and get stuck. So we're playing it safe. We're out here in this big dirt patch, but it's really nice. Beautiful. It's been a couple pretty big days of driving though. Mads is pretty tired, understandably. And we've got 3 days, about 3 days left of driving to get home. So yeah, we've got podcasts and audiobooks and music keeping us company. And we're going to check out the Bunda Cliffs tomorrow, which is the Great Australian Bight, which we missed last time. So we know where it is this time, so we're not going to miss it. That's what we're looking forward to. Hello, my love.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
Well, I've got a cold, so I'm not the best, and haven't had the very best sleeps the last couple nights, so I'm just exhausted, nursing the cold, all the fun.
How are you feeling about going home?
Yeah, good. I'm excited for the next chapter. Yeah.
Oh.
So last time we did the Nullarbor,
we missed the turn off to go and see the Bunda Cliffs and the Great Australian Bight, where it just completely drops off like this sheer cliff face. And we made it here today. We didn't miss the turn off, and wow, it is insane. I've seen so many photos, but in real life it's just next level. It is so cool. Check it out.
Oh wow. That's really cool.
How good was that?
Oh, so sick.
What do you reckon?
It's awesome. It's so cool. There's people here.
Oh. What do you think?
Oh, so sick. I'm so glad we actually found it this time.
Me too.
We missed it last time. It's like, I think it's only like a short stretch of cliff, but I've seen so many photos of it and just, it's so cool. If you're doing the Nullarbor, make sure you stop in here. It's not very obvious, is it? There's no sign telling you to
No.
turn in. But it's not the
only-
first lookout and it's not the third lookout. So it's either the second lookout or it's the camp cliff.
If you have Wiki Camps, where we are, it's called Cliff Camp on Wiki Camps, and you can actually stay here the night if you wanted to. Man, it'd be windy and not very protected up here, but it'd be a pretty cool experience.
Yeah, just a full proper sheer drop though. It's so cool. Bless you. Oh, whoa. We've made it to our camp for the night. Just on the top of the Eyre Peninsula. It's crazy to be back here already. And it's a beautiful camp out in the bush. But
Weird.
we're not being weird. And there's a massive rock here, so we're going to go and walk up it. It's huge. It's a beautiful evening too. It's getting colder though, it's getting heaps colder. Gorgeous view from up here. And it's a beautiful evening. It's really nice to feel the cold again too. Like, it's been so hot for so long and just so humid, which is awesome. The warmth is sick, but it's nice to have a jumper on and feel a bit of a cool breeze and not just be battling the heat all the time.
Yeah, it sounds weird to say, but there's something comforting about the cold.
Yeah. Do you reckon it's because we're from cold places?
I think so. Not really used to the humidity and just the like intense heat.
Wow.
So cool.
Feels good to be back out exploring.
Yeah, something so different as well.
Yeah.
We don't explore places like this often enough. Oh, wow.
So the roll of film that's in this camera, we put in, or Mads put in at the very start of our trip. Like, we went to my grandma's place before we left and we took a photo there, and it's still the same roll. We had another one and we used it a bit, but it broke, so we've still got this one. We've got one photo left, so it'd be good to get it developed.
Who knows what's on it? Last photo, and it's just crazy because we're right at the end of the trip again, and we're going back to your grandma's in a few days, so
Yeah.
it's funny.
Three 60-degree views of the Eyre Peninsula. Look at that.
We've got mountains on one side and the sunset
on the other side.
Just beautiful. I think that's good. Thank you.
Hello.
I feel like it's like a, yeah, now that the camera's on,
Just relax. Pretend you're talking to
the
Your
world.
friend.
Oh yeah.
your friend. Pretend it's just like the boys just sitting there.
1 minute of us trying to start this video. G'day everyone.
Guys, it's so cold.
Oh, it's not that bad now.
It's
Yeah, actually.
freezing. We're back in Victoria.
Yep. So where should we start?
Where should we start?
So we're home now. Yeah, we made the decision to finish off our trip. Not for good, but yeah, we made the decision to come home. We spent 2 weeks in Exmouth, which would have been the last videos that you saw, and then you would have just seen our journey home, which was about 3 weeks ago now. So we've been here for a bit. But yeah, we had an awesome time in Exmouth. We dove so much. We didn't get any surf, which was a shame. But we were, like I think we said in one of our other videos, that whole time since we started cruising up the coast, we were kind of at the end of our limit with living in the van, which was such a shame. But like everything was kind of, I don't know, sort of getting to us a bit, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
All the small things that usually don't really bother us were like bothering us. And so we knew maybe it's time to call it, because like there's no point like keeping like trying to keep going if we're just not feeling it anymore. And it's been almost, well, yeah, pretty much 12 months since
Yeah.
we started traveling in the van.
Yeah, we got home at the start of July. We got home at the start of June, and we left at the start of June last year. We had a little break in between, but yeah, so it was a good stint.
And we were just really craving routine and just a bit of a sense of normality. And yeah, we just weren't really getting those things when we were traveling. We always thought that we would keep a routine because we know like how important it is for us and our well-being, but it's just really, really hard. Like you can try, but it's not always going to be that way. Like it's not always going to be in your control.
And I think probably our van was great. It never let us down, but it just started to feel really small. Like like when we left for ages, it was fine. Like we thought we would have been able to live in it for ages, but it got to a point where it would have been nice to just have, I think, a bigger space, something that would have probably made us be able to keep going for a little bit longer. But we had such an awesome time up there, so many awesome experiences, just diving heaps, the whale sharks, hanging out with mates and stuff. But outside of that, the normal was a bit lower for us. Like everything was a bit harder, and it wasn't just like the general happiness level was a little bit lower, which is, I don't know, it's weird. Yeah.
The morale was low.
Yeah, it was a bit. And when we sort of had the idea, like, all right, we might turn around and go home, it was very exciting. Yeah, we're just excited to see our mates and
Family.
and just get into a bit of a routine and just do all the things that we weren't able to do while traveling, and that's what we're really excited for. Just like a bit of routine, catching up with our friends. Been surfing most days, and it's been really fun. Like the waves have been good here, so that's been nice because it was hard to get consistent waves up there.
And we're going to do a full video on like the things that we've learnt while we've been traveling. But I think what was really interesting, what like showed up for me, was how my perspective on home really changed. Like as we were coming back, I was just thinking like, wow, like we live in such a beautiful place, and home is great because that's where your family is and your community. And yeah, like you can, you know, just go to your local yoga studio, go to your local cafe, and like all those like really joyful things that I was really, really missing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been back for a few weeks and we've been working, which has been good.
No, it's been good.
It has been really good.
Because even though we're home, we're not going to stop making videos. We've been talking a lot about it the last few weeks. Like, we want to keep making videos because we love it, and we just have so much fun. And sometimes we need a bit of a break, and I think we needed a bit of a break from it like recently. But now we've stopped. We're like, all right, we want to start doing it again. So we're not going to stop making videos. We're going to keep going on smaller adventures while we're around home. We've got Tassie booked for the start of next year, which is exciting.
It's really exciting.
Very exciting. Yeah, we're just gonna, I don't know, just get a little bit more creative with the type of videos we want to make. But we're definitely not going to stop, because a few of you guys have posted really nice comments as well, telling us not to stop and telling us that you are enjoying the videos, which really means a lot to us.
Yeah, thank you so much for all your kind words.
Yeah.
It really, really warms my heart.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to wake up in the morning and get a really nice comment, and it just keeps you, sometimes, like, we put a lot of effort into these videos, and sometimes you wonder whether it's worth it to keep going, and then you get a nice comment, and all those comments just keep us chugging along. So if you're there and you're watching and you're enjoying it, please let us know, because we love to hear that.
We like to know who's on the other side of the camera, or who's on the other side of the screen.
Yeah. And we also want to know, we want you to tell us why you why you're watching our videos. Is that right to say? Yeah. We want to know what about our videos draws you in to watch or keep watching if you've been watching for a while. Is it the travel aspect, like a bit of an escape, or is it the information? We love including that sort of marine environmental info in the videos. Is that what it is, or is it, I don't know, is it us? Are we somehow enjoyable to watch? Or
yeah, we'd love some feedback from you, so that we know what you like to watch, so that we can film that and keep doing that. Or any other ideas that you've got. We're here, we're at home, and we're just so excited to just keep making videos and filming stuff. So if you've got any feedback or anything that you'd like to see, please let us know.
Yes, please. And I feel like there was more I wanted to say. Oh yeah, so
Is it rude to eat?
Nah. Oh, actually, no, I'm going to get it stuck in my teeth. Yeah, so what was I going to say? So, we finished in Exmouth, sort of. The general kind of way that everyone travels after that is they go to Carragini and then Broome and then keep going around the NT. And we were just ready to, go home. I think it gets to a point where seeing new things, it's going to sound bad, I reckon, but seeing new things isn't as exciting when that's all you've been doing. It gets tiring. I'm sure some people would understand that. We were ready for a bit of a slowdown to sort of stay put for a little bit. So we made the very difficult decision not to go out to Carragini, which we were very excited for. But it's 8 hours from Exmouth. It's the next thing, but it's a full day's drive, and then to go back. But we decided we didn't want to end our trip feeling, what did you say, with
resentment?
Yeah, with resentment. I'm sure it wouldn't have been. I'm sure we would have had the best time when we were there. But we decided we're going to get back over there eventually. So we're going to save it for another time. And I'd love to do that whole coast again in a 4-wheel drive as well. There's a lot of places. We were quite restricted with the van in that northwest region. So there's so much of Western Australia we still haven't seen, and there's the Northern Territory, there's heaps of Queensland. There's so much. We went for a year and we barely scratched the surface. There's so many places. We didn't even go to Esperance, which is kind of funny, but it just didn't work out for us.
But it just gives us an excuse to go back, which is really exciting,
Yeah, definitely.
More trips for the future.
I'm sure that probably won't happen for a while. We've got a few other plans or ideas about what we'd like to do next. Well, Tassie for starters, but going back, so going back to WA probably isn't on our radar straight away, but it'll be one day for sure. So yeah, we needed to fill those holes and fill those gaps. And yeah, I think the next video we'll probably talk about like we learnt so much while we were away, not just about traveling, but just about ourselves and about life and about so many things. And yeah, there's a lot we want to share, so we'll probably make another video talking about our trip, I reckon.
Yeah. So profound. Like, going on a trip like that is honestly just invaluable. You know, like I
Yep.
feel like, yeah, we've both just learnt and grown so much. And so we want to do a whole video on all of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just thought we'd give you an update on what's been going on for us. And yeah, please leave us a comment and let us know, like what we said, like any feedback you've got for us, anything you want to see in the future. We
Yep.
want to deliver.
Yeah, we love to know, love to hear from all you guys, because we really appreciate the nice comments. And I think I'm going to stop talking. We keep repeating myself.
All
All right, thank you.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Just to give you an idea of the weather here, it's cold and it's very dark. All right, see you next time.